Last time we configured the machine as a basic 8-track mixer, and the video was getting too long, so I'll just clear up some loose ends here and then start another video for adding effects. Now, to simplify making this video, I'm cheating by using a recording I made earlier with a different multi-track recorder, but you can pretend it's live. There are 3 signals from a singer-guitarist. There's an acoustic guitar with preamp on input A, a directional mic for the vocals on B, and an overall mic on C. Now, this is not necessarily the best way of doing this, but it's just for demonstration. Now, the first thing you notice is that you can still hear the signals with the trims turned down. So this confirms they're not able to turn the signals off completely, but as mentioned before, that's not really their job. The proper fader is here on the mixer screen.
I told her I love where joy surrounds and passion shines above, because it's just you and me, no one else will ever see.
So if I want to isolate the guitar on A, we can go to B, turn the level down, C, turn the level down. Now, it's a bit cumbersome as you can only use the jog wheel and you can only change levels one at a time.
Apart, but we both know the secrets of our hearts.
But I did say it was basic, and it does the job. It mixes. You can adjust the EQ and pan settings, again only one at a time, but at least there are real knobs. Don't forget to turn the EQ on.
I love you in sunshine, I love you in rain. You hold me through the heartache and the pain. We reach over distance, so far apart.
As we mentioned before, we don't need to display the mixer screen all the time, so we can adjust these settings and still keep an eye on the overall level in this home screen.
You hold me through the heartache and the pain. We reach over distance, so far apart, but we both know the secrets of our hearts. Because the dark went away when our love came to stay, and together.
Now, there's another overload light I forgot to mention. It's on the top of the meter bars. There's one on the top of every bar, in fact. We'll come to the tracks later, but there's certainly ones above the L and R left and right stereo output.
We found a door to a new world, a door to our love, where joy surrounds and passion shines above.
Now, if you remember the input overload lights, the ones above each trim control for the inputs, and also shown in the display above the letters, those are only affected by the input trim control, by these. Whereas the signal at this point has travelled through a lot more controls which could affect its level. We saw all of those last time. So there are several things to check if you see overloads here. Okay, that's it for this one. Next up is a look at adding effects to this basic mixer, and then we'll do a more advanced setup using the physical track faders with even more effects. And by then we'll have covered the majority of the machine, so recording and mixdown should be a walk in the park. So see you next time.